What's good, y'all? Let's get into this third episode of this teaching thus far for January for prophets. It's about answering the call, okay? Now, I'm going to tell y'all, we've been in Jonah. Today, we're looking at Jonah 1:10 through 14 in the King James Version. It says, Then were the men exceedingly, hold on, right here. Then were the men exceedingly afraid and said unto him, Why hast thou done this? For the men knew that he fled from the presence of the Lord, because he had told them. Then said they unto him, What shall we do unto thee, that the sea may be calm unto us? For the sea wrought and was tempestuous. And he said unto them, Take me up and cast me forth into the sea. So shall the sea be calm unto you. For right here, for I know that for my sake this great tempest is upon you. Nevertheless, the men rowed hard to bring it to the land, but they could not, for the sea wrought and was tempestuous against them. Wherefore they cried unto the Lord and said, We beseech thee, O Lord, we beseech thee. Let us not perish for this man's life, and lay not upon us innocent blood. For thou, O Lord, hast done as it pleased. For thou, O Lord, hast done as it pleased thee. All right, so I had a lot of background noise, but I'm in the train station. You just got to thug it out with me. Okay, now let's look at Jonah 1:10 through 14. The title is A Prophet Knows What They Are Supposed to Be Doing. A prophet gets a word from the Lord. They supposed to listen and obey. A prophet knows what they're supposed to be doing. When they don't do that, that's when the Lord make things a lot harder and more difficult. And they can act like they innocent. They can act like they are lost. Like, I don't know why I'm going through what I'm going through. I don't know why I'm suffering the way I'm suffering. No, they know why they're suffering. They know why they're going through what they're going through. They have more clarity and revelation on their circumstances and situations than you do. But the whole point is in verse 10, it says, Then were the men exceedingly afraid and said unto him, Why hast thou done this? For the men knew that he fled from the presence of the Lord, because he had told them. So the men are already like, We know you running from God. Why did you do that? Verse 11, Then said they unto him, What shall we do unto thee, that the sea may be calm unto us? For the sea wrought and was tempestuous. Basically, Jonah, what can we do to you to get us out of this storm? Because you the reason why we in this storm. Verse 12, And he said unto them, Take me up and cast me forth into the sea. So shall the sea be calm unto you. For I know that for my sake this great tempest is upon you. Jonah's basically saying, Take me on up higher in the ship, throw me overboard, cast me into the sea, and the sea will be calm unto you. Basically, you are suffering because the Lord wants me to obey him. But I'm so far on this ship and so far from Nineveh. I done went down to Tarshish and paid the fare, all this stuff I done. I'm so far from the place where I'm supposed to be. The only way for me to actually get there is for me to go into the sea. And you're going to see in the next few videos what happens when he actually goes into the sea. And so he says, if you throw me into the sea going to be calm unto you and the storm will stop. Basically, if you want to stop suffering, get rid of me. Get rid of me and you'll stop suffering. And he says, For I know that for my sake, this great tempest is upon you. Meaning the Lord is really after me, but you're connected to me. And so you end up getting the bed of affliction that I get. Nevertheless, the men rowed hard to bring it to the land, but they could not, for the sea wrought and was tempestuous against them. Don't miss verse 13. A prophet just gave you a word of truth, meaning I know I got to go into the sea in order for you to be safe. But the men didn't listen to the prophet. They didn't listen to the prophet. And nevertheless, the men rowed hard to bring it to the land, but they could not, for the sea wrought and was tempestuous against them. Basically, the man was like, okay, you said throw you overboard, but we're going to try to get to land. When a prophet tells you what you're supposed to do, even when it's something you don't want to do, Just go ahead and listen to that prophet, because they know the way of escape. They know the way of escape. They know how to get you out. They know how to get you through. They are a prophet. They got a word from the Lord, whether the Lord spoke or not. A prophet has supernatural and spiritual clarity. They have kingdom revelation. They have knowledge that you don't have. Jonah could answer every question that the men asked him, not because the Lord was telling him the answers, but because Jonah was a prophet and who knew plain and clear why I'm going through what I'm going through. Okay? Verse 14, wherefore they cried unto the Lord and said, we beseech thee, O Lord, we beseech thee, let us not perish for this man's life, and lay not upon us innocent blood, for thou, O Lord, hast done as it pleased thee. So now they going to God, and it's like, God, please don't get us for taking this innocent man's life, for innocent blood. For God, you're doing what pleases you. You giving us this storm, that's what pleases you, because Jonah done pissed you off. Please, we seeking your face, God. We seeking your face. Don't take our life for throwing this man overboard. My whole point is, the prophet knew what they were supposed to be doing, and Jonah the prophet also knew what the men had to do to him in order to get some peace. Don't ignore the voice of a prophet. It may be uncomfortable as I don't know what. A prophet will tell you, look, you got to divorce me. And you like, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that because then I'm going to miss you. I don't know who I'm going to find. Look, the prophet wasn't even supposed to marry you in the first place. Now the prophet's telling you got to divorce me. And then you get even more afflicted and sick, and your money get funny and all this stuff. And you go to God, God, what do I do? And the Lord said, divorce them. Divorce them. Good, how you doing? Divorce them. And you sitting here like, Lord, why are you telling me to divorce them? I want to be with them. No, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work, because the more they are with you, the more you gonna suffer. The more you gonna suffer, and the less fruit I'm gonna get from them. So the prophet didn't already say you need to divorce them. You think they're crazy for telling you that. That's not because they don't care about you or they don't love you. It's because they know the Lord is after me. You going through all the stuff you're going through because you connected to me, and I've been disobedient unto the Lord. And the next step for me is divorce. The next step for you is divorce, because then your life will get better and God will be merciful towards you. But the more you stay connected to me, the more you're going to go through it, because I'm disobedient. Once we go our separate ways, I ain't got no choice but to obey God, because I can't run no more. That was Jonah's story. Jonah was like, I've been running from God. So my life got hard, and yours did too, because when I ran, God came after me. In order for God to leave me alone, I got to get to a place where it's just me and God again. And then I got to pray. And that's in Jonah too. Y'all stay tuned. Next video has more information. Love you.